Hey guys, so happy to see you back at this channel, and it's time to draw something cute in Procreate again. And today we'll be drawing this cute little panda guy. It is a super easy tutorial and I hope you will enjoy it. So let's get started. And the first thing we'll have to do is create a new canvas. So we'll go to this little plus sign, we'll tap square, and it will take us to our canvas. And the first thing we'll have to do is color fill our background. So we'll go to the background color and we'll take this blue right here. So when our background color is ready, the next thing is to draw a panda. And we'll draw panda in different parts. We'll start with the head. So we'll go to the layer. We'll rename this layer. We'll call it head. And we'll take white, the first color right here. And I will be using the octopus ink brush. This is the brush that used to be free to download on the Procreate's website. It's not anymore, so you have to buy it from Ebenezer, or you can use any other brushes. Anyway, the way we draw head is super easy. The panda is pretty big, so we'll draw a big head. We'll draw sort of like a ellipse like this. It shouldn't be perfectly circular, so something like this will work. So shape like this, then you color it and fill the gaps as well, making sure that there is no gaps. And you should end up with something like this. So this is the perfect head for our little panda. Awesome. So now we'll draw the ears. So we'll go to the layers, we'll create a new layer, we'll drag it onto the head layer and we'll call it ears. We'll take this gray right here, and all we have to do is just draw two ears. Super easy. So we'll draw one here. Don't forget to connect it, then color fill it. You can also duplicate this layer and move it to the other side like this, and you will end up with two cute little ears. Don't forget to merge these two layers together and you'll have head and ears. Now we'll go and create the rest of the face. So we'll go and create a new layer on top of the head layer. We will call it face. It will include the eyes, eyebrows, nose, little mouth, and cute little checks. And to create the face, we will use the drawing guides. So we'll go to the action, drawing guide, and we'll add a drawing guide. We use symmetry and we'll click done. That way it will be easier and faster for us to draw the face. So we'll draw one side and the other side will be drawn automatically, which is great. Also, we'll create the eyes first, and we have to switch our color for this. We'll take this gray, and the first thing we'll have to do is create the eyes. So if you remember, the panda has those big dark circles for the eyes, so we'll create those circles. And those are not really circles, but something like this. You can color it. Okay, so we have two circles for the eyes. Perfect. Now we'll switch our color to black and we'll create the nose. So the nose will be in between the eyes, so somewhere here. I will just make it a little bigger, like this. Good. We'll also create a little mouse. So we'll create a little mouse right here, just like this. Cute little mouse. There we go. And we'll create two eyebrows. So we'll create one here and one will be created automatically. Now we'll create two cute little chicks. So we'll switch our color to pink, light pink right here. And we'll also switch our brush. I want to use the 6B pencil for this. I want a little more texture. So I'll just create two little circles like this. Little ovals, sorry. And here we go. So now we'll just have to create the eyes. And to do that, we will go and take white first. We'll switch back to the brush you were using. I was using octopus ink, so I'll switch back to octopus ink. I'll create two white ovals right here, closer to the edge of this dark circle. Then I'll switch to black, and I'll create the eyes right here as well. Something like this, and now cute little panda has a face. Awesome. So now our little panda has a face. Very cute. Just one little thing that we have to add to the nose. We'll switch back to white, and we will turn off the assisted layer, drawing assisting, and we'll create this little line on the nose. Yeah, just adds cute little detail. Now we can create the rest of the panda. So we'll go and create the arms. So we'll create a new layer, we'll drag it under the head and ears. We will call it paws. We'll take this gray, and then we will make sure that this layer is a drawing assisted layer. So we'll click on it and click drawing assisting. That way, again, we'll draw on one side and we'll be drawn on the other side as well. Now creating the arms will be super easy. So we'll create two arms and then connect them sort of in this way. Then connect here as well and color fill it. So now it has two cute little arms. Just want them to be a little bigger. So I'll go and make them a bit bigger. And that's the hands for our panda. Awesome. Now we need to create the belly. So we'll go create a new layer under the paws layer. We'll call it belly. We'll take white. We will also make sure that this drawing is drawing assisted layer. And all we have to do is create a cute little belly for our little friend here. Don't forget to connect it. Color fill it. There we go. Now our little panda has a belly. Now the next thing we'll have to create is the paws, the other paws. So we'll create a new layer. Make sure it is on top of the belly layer. We'll call it paws 2. We'll switch our color to this gray. Also make sure that this layer is a drawing assisted layer. All we have to do is draw cute little ovals and color fill them, and those will be the paws. Now we have to fix it though. We have to add a few little things. So I'll create a new layer on top. We'll make sure that it is a clipping mask. We'll take pink, light pink, and again we'll make sure that it is a drawing assisted layer, and we'll create this cute little prints on his paws. So one big circle like this and 3 little ones like this. Here's our little panda guy. It looks a little bald and naked right now though. So we'll have to add a few little things to this guy. We can actually turn off the drawing assisted layer now, so this line doesn't go in between, and we'll add some fur because we want him to look a little scruffy. So we'll go to his head, we'll take white, and all we have to do is just add a little bit of fur. We'll create some in the middle first. So 1, 2, 3, those kind of zigzag lines. Color it. So he has a little hair now. We'll also add some scruffs in between. So a bit here, here, just a bit like this. So we know that he is not bald. We'll also add to the side of his face, here, just a bit like this. Awesome. And we'll do the same thing from this side. 1, 2, 3. Sort of like this. Awesome. Now we'll add the same thing at the bottom of his face. So right here, oops. 2, 3, like this. Good. Well, he's getting there. He's so cute. Now we have to do the same thing for his ears. So we'll go and find the ear layer. We'll take this gray and we'll add the same thing. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 and color it. And we'll do the same thing this way. So we'll go and do 1, 2, 3 like this. Here's our cute little scruffy guy. Now we'll do the same thing for his paws. So we'll go and find the paws layer and we'll do the same thing. So it's a drawing assisted layer, so we'll be drawing on the other side as well. I didn't turn it off. There we go. Then we'll go to his little paws, go here, and we'll do the same thing. So we'll go start from here, 1, 2, 3. Cute little scrubs like this, and on the other side as well. So 1, 2, 3. Cool. Okay, he looks awesome. We'll also add a little bit here on his belly. So we'll go to the belly, we'll take white, we'll make sure it's not a drawing assisted layer. I'll just add just a little bit like this. He is so adorable. I love this little guy. Okay, so now we're actually ready to do the shading. So we'll go to his ears first. Find his ears. We'll take 2 fingers and swipe it to the right to make an alpha lock. We'll take black and we'll start adding some shadows to the side of his ears like this. Good. We'll also go to the other ear. Might be a little hard to see, but when you will be drawing, you will be definitely seeing it. Good. Now we'll go to his face. So we'll go to his head layer. We will take this gray right here and we will add just a little bit of shadow right here near his, I'll make my brush smaller, near his eye. So we'll just add just a bit right here, just a tiny bit like this, so it has a little bit of shadow. We'll do the same thing here. Just don't press too hard and don't make it too heavy of a line, just like this. And here we go. Now he has some shadow right here. Again, I hope you can see the difference between shadow and no shadow, but you will definitely see it in your drawing. There we go. We won't do any shadow on his head because we want it to be, to be white, so we won't add anything there, but we will add on his paws and his belly. So we'll go to his belly next. Since we'll be using the same color, I'll go to the belly. I'll make sure that it is a alpha lock layer. So swipe 2 fingers to the right. And then you can add shadow under his head, like here, and right here, just a bit. Good, and a little bit of right here. Great. And a bit here at the bottom. Just like this, just a bit. Good. Now we'll go to his hands. So paws. We'll take black, make our brush big, and we'll add shadow. Oops, I forgot to make sure it's an alpha lock layer. So click on alpha lock, and we'll add shadow here. A little bit on the side, and under his face just a bit. And here on top of his belly. Then we'll go to his paws and we'll make sure it's an alpha lock layer, and we'll add shadow here at the bottom and on the side, like this. Then we'll go to these pink paws. We'll take darker pink and we'll just add just a little bit of shadow from the side, just a bit like this. And we'll add just a little to the every other circle. Every circle like this, just a bit. Cool, he is almost ready. Now we'll go and work on the background. If you remember my drawing, he was sitting on the cloud, so that's what we're gonna do. We'll create a cloud, we'll create a new layer on top of the background color layer. We'll call it cloud. We will switch our color to this super light blue. I will also switch back to my octopus ink brush, and now all I have to do is create a little cloud. So the way I do it is I will turn off every other layer because I want to see just my cloud. So I'll find my cloud layer and I'll press this little check mark. It will turn off all of the layers and leave this one on visible, and I will create a cloud. So if you watched my tutorials, you know how I create clouds. So I'll just create circles like this. Then I connect them and color them. I think that's one of the easiest way to create a cloud. Now we'll just color everything. Fill the gaps. And make sure that I like the shape of the cloud. You don't have to create a cloud in this way. I just think it's super easy. Now I'm happy with the shape of the cloud. I just want a little more texture to my cloud, so we'll go and switch my brush to the 6B pencil, and I'll go around the perimeter and I'll add a line like this on top. and so it has more texture. The 6B pencil is one of my favorite brushes in Procreate. I think they're so generous to include it into their Procreate brush collection. It is an awesome brush that you can use for many purposes. You can use it to create texture, you can use it for sketching, you can do a lot of things with it. Here's my little cloud, and now I have to turn on back all of my Panda layers. So we'll go, and instead of turning one by one, all I have to do is just press this little check mark, and all of my layers are visible again. Now I need to move my cloud a little down because right now my Panda doesn't sit on it. So I will go to my cloud, and I'll move it down just a bit, and I will also make my Panda a little smaller. So I'll go and select all of the layers, and I'll make my little guy a little smaller like this. And I'll put him up. Awesome, so now he's sitting on the cloud, but my cloud needs a little more work. So I'll go back to my cloud, make sure that it is an alpha lock layer. I'll be using these two colors, this one first, and I'll add some shadow under my Panda. So anywhere where he sits, I'll just add a little shadow like this. I'll switch, add a little more. Cool. I'll add a little more texture to my color with my favorite crumble brush. This brush is not a free brush, but you can always buy it, or you can use any other brushes. I'll be using this color, and I'll be just going around and adding more texture like this. So now I'm happy with my cloud, but I have to work a little more on the background. We'll create a new layer, and we'll move it under the cloud layer. We will call it sky. And then we'll switch to this color, and we'll switch to the brush you were using before. So I was using Octopus ink brush, and all you have to do is just add these cute little layers like this on the background. There we go. Now we'll also change the opacity of this layer, so we'll go back to the layers, and we'll go around 66. I will then switch to my crumple brush again. I'll take white, and I'll create a new layer, and I'll move it under the sky, and I'll call it Stardust. And I'll just go around and add a little bit of stardust like this. For this, you can use any other brushes. Now we'll go and create a new layer on top of the cloud layer, and we'll call it Stars. We'll switch to the Star 47, this brush you'll be able to download. I'll leave the link. And we'll switch to yellow. We'll make our brush a little bigger, and we'll add some stars. So I'll add a big star here, make my brush a little smaller, and I'll add a few more stars. You can add it anywhere on the screen. It's totally up to you. Then I'll switch to white, and I'll add a few more stars, but those will be little ones. Good. I will then switch to the brush I was using before, Octopus ink in my case, and I'll add a few dots like this. And here we go! We just created our panda guy in Procreate. This was super easy, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I did. And if you did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And if you will be drawing this cute little bear and posting it on Instagram, don't forget to tag me. I'm always happy to see your work. You guys are absolutely amazing, and it just makes my day when I see your drawings. And that's all for this tutorial. Again, I hope you had a lot of fun, and I'll see you in the next one.